So tell us a little bit about your find.
Oh, my free AC generator.
And what kind of AC?
It's an Allis Chalmers diesel generator.
All right, so I'm going to pan around here, and I'm going to show you this thing. It is not small. So Tim is, what, 6'5"? Mm-hmm. That's the generator. What do they call this thing? This isn't the Big Al, right?
No, it's 11,000. The model number is 11,000, so it's...
You sure it's an 11,000?
Yeah, it's right behind the filters.
Okay. I don't have my glasses on, but engine. What's the engine? It should say right there. It says engine serial number.
It's 11.
Engine model. What's the engine model? It's up above it.
4354721.
4354721 is this number here? Well, I don't have my glasses on.
Well, that one there is 11,000 only. That's the engine model.
Okay. Yeah, so, all right. What I think it is a 426 Allis Chalmers. Obviously, it has a Rusamaster pump on it. Hey, you know what I could do with that? I'd put on that 4320 over there. I'll bet that sucker'd bolt right up to the 4320. I need a new injector pump on that thing. But this is, if this is an 11,000 is what it says it is?
Yeah.
So anyways, it's Allis Chalmers. The unfortunate thing with it is that it's three-phase. Oh, here's some Allis Chalmers brushless AC generator. That's what it is. It is a 115 kilowatt generator. It's massive. It is really massive. And I mean, we really don't have a use for it, to be honest with you. The reason I say we don't have a use for it is because we don't run three-phase here. Now, this thing's even got a block heater in it. Look at that. Got a block heater. Yeah, so I don't know what in the hell he's going to do with it. We're going to take it out of here, that's for sure, because this isn't a place that it can be. We got too much stuff to do going on in here. Wow. But it is a turbocharged Allis Chalmers. This is more than likely asbestos over the exhaust manifolds. And that could go one of two, the exhaust manifolds and the turbo.
745.
It's a what?
It's a 745.
That's a 745 cubic inch engine.
Yeah.
A 745 cubic inch engine. So how many horsepower is that? 745. That's, you know, I thought it was more than a 426. That thing's pretty damn big. 745 cubic inches. Huh. I'm sure someone somewhere would just love to have that tank engine. But this is the control panel. I mean, it's all three-phase, right? So you can look underneath here. Look at all that copper in there. It's full of copper. These are the control boxes or whatever. He brought it home. Ooh. I don't know what the heck that does, but whatever they do, I don't know how they work. Oh, I think that just gets fastened on there. Anyway, yeah, that goes on like that, and then there's these little clip wires. Anyway, whatever. I don't know what they did to it, but they weren't very kind. Let's put it that way. My goodness. Yeah. It's nothing that we're going to use. That's 745?
344 cubic inches is what it's saying for these. The early engines as used as HD6 crawlers had pre-combustion chambers called energy cells.
That's not what this is.
I don't think so.
No. This has, well, here's the injector pump. The injectors will be up. The injectors are up on the other side. This doesn't have those cups. I don't think it does. Well, it might. Who knows? Look at this. Weird. Well, do you know what year it is? I mean, Allis Chalmers made everything. Everything. From Transformers to, I mean, everything. Washing machines, dryers. It made bulldozers, backhoes, tractors, obviously, all kinds of home appliances. Allis Chalmers was big. International Harvester and Allis Chalmers were like two giants in the American industry. Allis Chalmers and obviously International kind of went defunct around the same time. I think 83, 84, 85 in there. But so this thing is definitely pre-80s. And, you know.
This is a hard engine to find. I cannot find it.
Well, wouldn't you just love to drop that thing in your tractor, 745 cubic inches? They said that they used tractor engines, but this thing here, you know, it's like you'd have to separate the generator side off of it. Bar engine here, so the flywheel is there. You would have to take the back case of that thing off of there to get to. So you would have to unbolt. That's just a plate for a starter. Imagine that you would unbolt this, and this is part of the engine right here. It's definitely part of, that's the bell housing, I would say. And these got different switches in there. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, what do you do with it? It only has what, 350 hours on it?
353.
353 hours on this engine. Now, they're not gentle hours. When these things start up, they start up and go full throttle.
No, it's got a controller for it. You can set it to whatever speed you want it to.
Engine speed. Okay.
You can have it set to lower or raise speed.
Well. Oh, yeah, but when it starts up, like if you've had a power outage. Oh, so, yeah, that's weird. It's a spring-loaded switch. So you could speed it up like that, raise it up, or lower it. See what I mean? Weird. Independent diesel service. I wonder when that was. That's 201. Russ Hamill. What is that? A headache.
It's circuitry.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, these should just pull straight up, no?
Nope.
What do you mean, no?
I tried that already.
Oh, they got to pull up out of there. Oh. Really?
Yeah. Enter.
Keep switch out position on cap. You never know. Some of this stuff can hold electricity an awful long time.
Mm-hmm.
What is that thing?
Some push button, I guess. Oh, yeah. In ounce. Probably saying that one.
Yeah. General Electric emergency power. What year? They usually have a year on these labels. Let's see. Nothing. 84? No, that wouldn't be it. I like how they put it on. They just like post no bill kind of a thing. So. And that comes down. Gotta be. There's gotta be a date in here someplace. What's this say? Nothing there. I don't see it. See, I don't have my glasses on. 150 kV, 208, 240 volt. Western Electric. Bell Systems. That's what that was. This is what this is out of. I imagine an old Bell telephone thing. Huh.
Yeah, it would be kind of strange to not have a date in here.
Well, you would think that they would date something. That 745 cubic inch engine now. I know, that thing is massive. But you know, they take these things, 745 cubic inches, it may only be 200-300 horsepower. I doubt it too, because I doubt that it's much more than that, because these these Rusamaster rotary pumps, they don't put out a lot of horsepower. I think you might get 200 out of that. You know, they weren't like a piston pump. I imagine you could slap a piston pump on there and give her a whole lot more power. The other thing is weird is all these lines, they go up, straight up, behind the intake. It splits through the heads. I guess there's an injector. Here's an injector. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So they're pencil. Are they pencil? No, they're Bosch injectors in there. The big ones. See, I think they're big ones. Yeah, they're the big ones. What a pain in the ass this would be to get to. You'd have to get in over the top of them there. Can you see them? Yeah, they're the big Bosch ones. So you pop them off. This is the in, and that's the return. I don't know much about Allis Chalmers engines, but they're pretty simple in design. It's probably a Schweitzer turbo on there. It could be air research, or it could even be an M&W. You know, M&W made turbochargers for a lot of different manufacturers. M&W. What was that? Ray J turbochargers. That could be what that is. A Ray J. Ray J turbochargers are what went into aircraft, and M&W used Ray J turbochargers. And the alloys that Ray J used to produce the M&W turbocharger are still far superior to what today's modern turbochargers are made out of. There's actually titanium and things like that in those turbochargers because they were an aircraft turbocharger company. But when M&W contracted them, they didn't change their formulations for the turbines. What they did, oh, he's going to turn it. Hold on, let me. Turns free. Oh, yeah. Yep, it turns. Yeah, so that's the bell housing.
Yeah, there's barely any wear on this teeth.
Well, there wouldn't be. There are wicked teeth in there. The size of the teeth in there. That ring is amazing. 60 degrees above before top dead center. It's got the
marker in it.
It's marked. Wow. Well, is that an oil? That looks like an oil bath. That's an oil bath air cleaner in there too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, that's oil bath. It's probably got the original oil in it because the paint hasn't. No, that's the original paint. That's the original. You can see that the screw right there, it hasn't never been turned, so it's got the original oil in it. I wouldn't take it off. Anyway, yeah. So that's Tim's find. An Allis Chalmers brushless AC generator. It's 3-phase. Would scare the piss out of me. Anybody needs a 3-phase generator, Timothy would be more than willing to sell it to you. I personally would part it out for somebody that needs a 745 cubic inch engine. But because it's 3-phase, this would power a town. It's 115 kilowatt. I mean, literally, you could power a town with this thing. It's got to be 10 feet, 9 feet long, 9 feet long. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.5 feet. About 8.5 feet. I'd love to see a date on it. I really would. I mean, anyway, holy smokes, it's just, you know where you might find a date is on the gauges. They used to date gauges on the back side of them. No tachometer on this?
No tachometer.
Because a tachometer, I know for a fact they date tachometers. They date them so you know if they've been changed. It's got all your little screws that come off. There's little nuts or whatever. It's hard to believe that they just fell apart. I don't think they just fell apart.
No, they snapped off when it fell.
Oh, this thing fell off when?
Well, when I tipped it over to put it on the spikes, it fell over and it tapped it. Or I guess it just these things were a little too heavy and just snapped back.
You dropped this thing on the ground?
No, on the spikes when I was bringing it home.
Oh. Well, oh, wait a minute. Here's something. Here's a tag.
Yeah, that's for the starter switch for the.
It's a cloth. Does it have a date? I just want to know when it was made. I mean, serial number, model, all that. Oh well. It's amazing what we find around here. But anyway, with that being said, I'm going to have to get him to get it out of here because I don't want it in here. And it's got to go. We'll take it out. I'll tell you what, take it out and put it underneath the bunk feeder. All of it. Until we can figure out what we're going to do with it. Because I can't have it in here. Okay? All right. See you later. Right, Tim? Right, Tim? He's interested. This is like the biggest thing he's ever found in his life, isn't it? Like, yeah, I got an Allis Chalmers. What am I going to do with an Allis Chalmers? I want to know if you could convert it from 3-phase to single-phase, and then we would find a way to make it work on the farm here. This would be awesome. Power goes out, boom, fire it up. But, I don't know. You could power half a Kingwood with it.